Hey there, YouTubers. Keto Elite here. Today we're going to talk about the ketogenic diet. What is the ketogenic diet? What is ketosis? What are ketones? Who might this benefit? What are the health benefits? So let's just jump right into it. What is ketosis? Ketosis is changing your body from metabolizing carbohydrates as a fuel source to fats as a fuel source. And how does the body do this? It does it with ketones. And what are ketones? Ketones are made up of three substances: acetone, acetoacetate, and beta-hydroxybutyrate make up the three ketone bodies. And basically your body metabolizes fat into ketones, and then the ketones are your new energy source. And so the ketogenic diet basically consists of a high fat, moderate protein, and low carbohydrate diet. So your average ketogenic diet is 75% fat, 20% protein, and 5% carbohydrates. And so the best way to figure this out, there's a lot of apps that you can just kind of plug in your food and it'll give you the percentage of where you're at. And it's pretty easy to follow along with that. But if you want to track exactly or plan your day ahead like I do and know exactly what you're going to eat and what that's going to give you. So say your intake of calories is 2,500. You would take 2,500 calories times 75%, so 0.75 for your fats, and then there is 9 calories for each gram of fat, so then you divide it by 9, giving you about 208 grams of fat. And then do the same thing with the protein. If you take 2,500 as your calorie intake, you times that by 20%, so 0.2, and then divide that by 4, because there's 4 calories per gram of protein, which gives you about 125 grams of protein. And then carbs is the same. It also has 4 calories per gram, so that comes down to about 30 grams of carbohydrates. And that's your average if you're eating 2,500 calories per day. And then obviously if you're more or less on the calories, you can calculate that and see exactly where you need to be. And then it's not going to be the exact for everybody. It's not going to be the same for everybody. Some people can run off of 30 carbs and stay in ketosis. Some people can only eat 20 grams to be in ketosis. Some can be in 50. So you just want to track everything. They do have ketone strips. They're urine test strips that will tell you if you're in ketosis or not. There you can get more technical. There's blood tests, blood glucose tests, and then there's also a breath test that will tell you if you're in ketosis or not. So who might this benefit? Well, for me, how my journey in the ketogenic diet started was with weight loss. In the last, in the first year I did it, I lost about 100 pounds. I was definitely obese, had some food addictions, and I tried all the diets out there and nothing worked for me. So I heard about the ketogenic diet and I gave it a try, and it worked for me. So it's not going to work for everybody, I don't believe. I believe it can work for everybody, minus and so an athlete with type 1 diabetes probably isn't going to work for you. And anyone with diabetes or any other high-risk disease, or if you have any concerns at all, please consult a doctor or dietitian before you try a ketogenic diet or any new diet, of course. So make sure you do your research on it. It can also help you just maintain. So that's kind of where I'm at now. After my year, I got into being a lot more physical and got into running Spartan races and heavy training. And my physical trainer talked me into going back into a high carbohydrate, high protein diet, just to build up my muscle. I did so. I told him, I didn't really want to, but because the ketogenic diet just made me feel so great, and I progressed so well through that, and I didn't really want to mess with it. But I'm always willing to try things and listen to experts, people who've gone before me. So I did gain some muscle growth in this training, but my gut definitely suffered from it. That high carbs, high protein. I really went backwards in health. My muscle gains went up. I was still losing fat, but my overall health is the most important thing for me. So I went ahead and got back into the ketogenic diet, and now I'm just maintaining and building muscle. So I do more of a 70% protein and 70% fat and 25% protein, just to up my protein a little bit. And I'm still able to stay in ketosis. So it is actually starting to get a lot more popular in the athletic world. There's a lot of bodybuilders using it to cut weight, because typically bodybuilders they work out heavily for months, year round really, and then for a month before a competition they're cutting weight just to really trim out. And by doing that, they're calorie restricting, and they're also going to lose a little bit of muscle doing that. So a lot of them are adapting to the ketogenic diet just because it has that muscle sparing effect. And then just some of the health benefits from it. You're instantly going to notice your energy levels are going to skyrocket. Those afternoon I need a nap, they disappear. Your endurance levels skyrocket. I've never ran half marathons in my life. Never thought I would, but now I'm running Spartan races, so marathons with obstacles mixed in there, and my endurance is there. So it also reduces inflammation. The number one cause of inflammation is sugar. So just eliminating that from your diet, you're going to see major benefits from that. I can attest to that. I had arthritis all over my body, and I have no issues with inflammation at all anymore. And if you are worried about not being able to get muscle gains, this obviously isn't the best diet for gains. Like I said earlier, a higher protein carbohydrate diet is going to give you faster muscle gains, but at the cost of your gut health and other health issues that can come with that. You can absolutely get gains in this diet, and there's a couple supplements that can even help move that along. And that's creatine mixed with leucine and HMB. Those are really going to help you. You can get, just make sure you get the all natural form of it. You don't have to get the added fillers and stuff. So that's basically the ketogenic diet. Who might this not work for? Like I was mentioning earlier, someone who has type 1 diabetes, although there is research that has shown that it has reversed type 1 diabetes in patients. I would absolutely consult a physician before you try the ketogenic diet. And then, if you have any concerns at all, seek a physician's advice. And nutritionists, they're usually more educated on it. But if you have certain diseases or medications that you have to take, always consult a doctor before you try any new diet or lifestyle. Basically, what I highly recommend is, if you get on the ketogenic diet, to educate yourself. There's a lot of resources out there. I am not the end all to be all. There is a ton of stuff out there. I gear my stuff more towards total optimal health. I want to be as healthy as I can be, so I concentrate on healthy fats and just healthy food, nutrition, whole foods, and same in the gym. So if you find something else out there that you are trying to get, other goals that you want, just educate yourself. Find what's going to work for you. Make a plan. You know, figure out what your goals are for this diet, what you want out of it, and then monitor. You know, you have to monitor your progress to see where you're going, see what you've done, and just pay attention to your body, see how your body reacts to different things, and find that sweet spot, and you know, you'll go from there. And if it works for you, then you know, all the better. I hope it can help a lot of lives, and it certainly has helped mine. So if you have any other questions, I've had a lot already, so I hope I covered most of them. If you have any more, leave them in the comments below, and I will answer them as best as possible, or send you to a resource that can answer them. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber already, please subscribe, and I'll have plenty more videos to come.